Wow, yay, and it's actually 5 on the dot. Oh, amazing, amazing. So welcome and we're here to do some free readings. I believe you can hear me okay, but if you wouldn't mind letting me know in the chat and we'll get it going. Alrighty. I don't know why I can't see the chat. So do you mind just saying hello in the chat and I'll see how that pops up? That way we can actually see what's going on. Hmm. So welcome in, guys. Hmm. I usually always can see the chat. All right. Maybe I'll go onto my phone and see if anybody's on the chat there. The beauty of live. I'm gonna start doing lives every day. So I'll be announcing when I go to do my daily reading what time, and then I'll also do what I did today. Just schedule it so you guys can find it and be organized. So we're gonna do readings for whoever's on, and we'll also do a general reading for our group, which is great. Okay. I'm also going to be on TikTok at 6 o'clock as well. We're doing weekly readings under there. So if you're a subscriber, we'll do a reading for you. If you want $13, we'll do a weekly energy reading for you there too. Okay. So, all right. It's so weird why that would not be up on the screen. Says I'm live. There I am. Says I'm live. There I am. Says I'm live. Well, this is going to suck if we can't see our chat. I don't see anybody watching anyway, so. Hmm. Comments are on. Strange things are happening. It's actually turned off for content made for kids. Okay, I did not know that. So I will change one. Boom. Okay, let's see if that changed anything. It should allow us now to be able to use chat. Uh, I figured I'd open this up because I don't feel you need to be 18 to be able to get readings or get support with mental health. Alrighty. Okay, now I'm seeing that there is a chat. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Now that I know you guys can use the chat, even if I'm not seeing it popping up here, must be just because of the way I had it set up originally. Um, I'll just look at my phone. Well, here's the other thing. We don't have anybody on here. So I think what I'm gonna do, okay, I just saw Sherry hopping on. Hi, Angel. Okay. Yay, we have someone in on here. I had it set up for kids to be allowed to watch this, and therefore it wasn't letting me use the chat. So I just figured out how to change that. Hello, Robin, as well. Cool. I have people using the chat. I just have to look down at my phone to see those. So would anyone like a reading while we're here? Me, and we will go into your Akashic records. And we're just going to see what comes through. I was being told we're supposed to use these tarot and oracle cards, but I also have my notebook. I feel like I'm meant to write some things down. So Robin, okay, awesome. And then Sherry, okay. Robin with two B's, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to be doing these daily as well, guys. So please make sure that you put my daily readings and check out when these are going to be live because I'm not sure on the timelines yet. However, it'll probably fluctuate. So I'll create the event like I did today, and I'll also let you know when I do the daily. Okay. Also, if you're not underneath TikTok, feel free to hop into my TikTok. You'll see that in my link tree in the description. And if you subscribe there, I do readings there. And we're going to be doing for $13 weekly energy readings for people who aren't subscribed as well. An additional thing. So, Robin, going into your energy here, maybe you could take a few deep breaths with me. Okay, I kind of feel like your energy is very high, which is amazing. I'm actually just going to turn my phone down because obviously I don't want to hear myself double speak. Um, so I'm hearing you're flying high, so it feels like you do have something really, really positive going on, and it feels like you're really supported in whatever this thing is. I don't know if you relate to this. You could also use the chat and let me know, but the vibration feels really good, and again, there's support behind you. I'm also hearing the word encouragement, so I don't know if you're a self-starter, and you might be a person who doesn't really need much encouragement in order to get ahead, but I still feel like everybody needs encouragement. So if you don't like you need a lot, I feel like you need to get out more people excited about, like, your ideas and things like that, and I'm also hearing something about a theme. I don't know if you like sports or sports games and things like that. That also feels good for you? Yeah, okay. But when I do readings, I'll often pick a theme card, and then I'll pull up a couple other cards, so it'll give you more general insight. I don't know if you ever read cards on your own as well, but if you do read cards, I'm waiting for you to pull up when you a few make sure you pull up a theme card. And then the other thing that's coming up here for the energy of a theme is sometimes I go through stages, um, and there's a theme with it. So I went through a stage recently where it was all about forgiveness and all about gratitude. So I don't know if you're maybe realizing that you have themes where you're going through certain things. Okay, and again, these are messages that other people that are here can also benefit from. Learning, yes. Okay, awesome. So do you know what you're learning right now? What would that be? You have 7 of fire here, okay? I'm working on present energy. So, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, use your battles wisely. This feels like there might be some stuff coming up from childhood right now. I'm hearing a tattletale. Excuse me, I don't know if this was like, yeah, like somebody in school or um, I don't know, it feels like maybe there was someone you didn't like or something as a child that was the type who would, yeah, tell on other people or tell on you or almost I'm gonna say, like, start a little bit of trouble, and I would say to work on who or and what that is as well, any type of healing you can do on that, so it just feels like yeah, like there'd be some annoyance towards people still in this current time around people who are like starting fires, like people who purposely know what they're doing, they're conscious of it, but they do it anyway. I feel like that might irritate you. Trying tarot and healing. Okay, amazing. Okay, thanks. Yeah. So that's what I was feeling for you, like the cards, but the theme card is going to be important because that's that's what I was getting for your theme card was to work on that, okay? And then we also have 10 of Earth. Okay, that's talking about family, a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Says that you do have a lot of, again, that encouragement is there. So I bring more of that in. Okay, you also have King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. This is also that healing part of your journey that you're learning and working on. And then Five of Fire, we have competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. It's saying only one person is here. Who is the so Robin, are you still here? Or that Sherry? Let me know if you're still here, okay? Okay, now a second person hop back on, so maybe both of you guys are here. Okay, so competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Okay, that's what we were also just talking about, healing those old wounds from the past as well. Okay, now I have three more cards, but I'm thinking these are for Sherry. Okay, so I've got three cards for her. So I would recommend you go to do your own readings, pull up three cards, and then one theme card. Okay, which is interesting because I feel like Sherry's theme is going to be Five of Fire, which you also had in your reading. So that's a perfect example of how when we share space with each other, where there's absolutely no coincidence. Okay, you're welcome. So I'm going to step out of your energy. I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of shoulders too. So after this reading, I would encourage you to kind of take a few deep breaths. Um, Take 5 minutes for you and de-stress, okay? Maybe you pull your shoulders up, drop them back down, just something like that, just to encourage you to integrate that energy, okay? If you ever want to book in a reading and healing with me as well to work on some of that, I'm going to say inner child work. You can do that through my booking link through horsemanreadings.com. You'll see my link tree. I also have some specials going on right now. I have a number reading special. You still get a 30-day reading no matter when you sign up for that. That's 20 Canadian. And then I have an energy weekly reading coming up. My encouragement would be to sign up for that ASAP and get a weekly energy forecast reading for your Monday through Sunday, just like the general messages. And underneath TikTok at 6 o'clock, I'm also going to be doing weekly energy readings for 13. Okay, so just something to look into. We have a lot of inner child work in my membership group as well. So if that's something you don't want to do alone, there's lots of resources. Okay, there is encouragement there for you. Stream is cutting out. Well, that sucks. I was doing my best to work in this room specifically and get a little bit more set up. I'm thinking that my phone works better than here, but it wouldn't let me set up for the stream on my phone. It was only letting me do it on the computer. So thank you for letting me know. That's something I will definitely make changes towards. Maybe I need a new computer. Alrighty. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. All right, so Sherry, are you in there? We're gonna focus in on you now, okay? I already have three cards here for you. We have that Five of Wands coming, the theme card for you. So hopefully you can hear me okay, Sherry. Yes, okay, perfect. All right, so the theme card that you had was Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is when there's just like sometimes when you feel like there's just a lot going on and it's like you're trying to do stuff and it's just not working out for you. So when you go to maybe work, something's going on. When you're at home, something going on. And this is just part of the change. Yes, I hear you perfectly. Okay, thank you. So maybe one person's not meant to hear me as clearly and one person is, and it's so nice to connect with you, Sherry. You're such a wonderful human and I enjoy your presence, okay, even if it's through distance. So King of Air again is another theme card for you, okay, and the king is someone who has really mastered a lot mentally. So although we're saying these things are going on in your life, it doesn't mean that you can't handle it. And as you know, everything we're given, we know we're given for a reason. Some of these obstacles along your path are teaching you beautiful things. Now, I kind of feel like you've got some heart chakra stuff going on that's coming up for you. I feel like, yes, you have had a lot of stuff happening. So it feels like when it comes to like love and compassion for yourself, it feels like you're kind of desiring more right now. And I feel like it's okay for you to want more. I don't know if sometimes you feel like you put other people ahead of yourself, but there's permission for you to want more and there's permission for you to go for it. So goal setting is definitely coming up. I have a 2024 program starting up January 4th. It's 555 Canadian. You can use a payment plan if you would like to. Um, and this is going to be once a month. And we're going to be doing healings, readings, and whatever additional support you need in that. That'll be over Zoom. And that way we can have more interaction. But I'm kind of thinking that would be beneficial for you because I'm getting it's more about goal setting and having a little bit of accountability. Okay. And I also feel like a little tension in your back. I don't know if you're taking care of your physical body in terms of like massage or things like that, but I definitely feel like you could use an upper body massage. I jumped off and came back. Okay, no worries. Okay, so those are kind of your themes here, Sherry. So 9, and again, even if somebody else is getting a reading, we're sharing energy. I'm sure Sherry related to Robin's reading here. And I'll be back on tomorrow as well, which is great. So it says don't give up, protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself, nine of fire. This really feels like these goals. It feels like you need to pick your ultimate goal and challenge yourself a little bit. I don't think it's going to be easy for you, but again, that's where you do have many, many resources available to you. I just see you praying a little bit more for other people. I'd pray for yourself a little bit more. Something tells me you're doing that for others. And again, forgetting yourself a little bit along the way. I'm also getting anything you can do to hydrate more, your skin, uh, olive oil, things like that, like um, nuts and seeds, stuff like that. Just keep the oils really going as we're hitting the aging process, right? You have wonderful skin anyway, but it's more about oil, okay? Um, I'm hearing open your mindset just a little bit more as well. So I feel like you are open-minded, but I feel like you could open up even more. But maybe when you get a little bit tired because and drained because of all these things that are happening, it can kind of close our mind off just a little bit because again, when we're going through any heart chakra blocks or walls, it kind of build up a little resentment and things like that. So for you specifically, I would recommend to work on any type of resentment holding on and carrying right now. And I don't know if you know this, Sherry, but because you're a VIP in my membership group, you can email me things that you'd like support with. So for instance, and that's horsemanreadings@gmail.com. If when we go to do the theta healing downloads, for this month, for November 11th, you can email me. These are the things I'd like support with. And then when I go to do the Theta Healing Donuts, I will make sure we cover those for you. Okay. So that's something that's a perk that comes with that. And so I encourage you right now to, write a few things down and then send it to me for then. It's okay if you've already worked on it by the time I get there, because I'll still tune into what it is that you need. Okay. So it's just taking up a little bit more time for yourself there. Again, I'm just keeping the words encouragement for the two of you. They're bringing me back to the King of Air. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. King of Air, Libra energy. Um, it kind of feels like this is relationships, but also because we're in Scorpio right now, it is that relationship with ourselves. So Spirit kind of wants you to focus, 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 and more on what it is that Sherry wants for her. Something I'm sure you've heard many times. Hello, welcome in. I see a third person. Feel free to say hello in the chat and let me know if you'd like a reading. Independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Queen of Air is a teacher. This is you helping people. I even feel like with abundance as well. You know that I help people with abundance, getting into that abundant mindset. But I see you actually helping other people. that I feel like that's something you could definitely charge for. Yeah, to help people get on board with that mindset of bringing in money and more money flow. I just sense you have some people that you're calling in that you could definitely participate and contribute in a group setting or even out somewhere, I feel like in society. Okay? Something to look into. Yes, need to tune into your healing and resources. Okay. And don't ever feel like that's something you have to do. It's just where you happen to be catching me live right now. That's your spirit saying, okay, if there's any resentment, and I don't even know that I'm hanging on to resentment, hey, just shoot out the email and say, hey, Robin, please tune into what this resentment means for me. Okay. Yes, I need to. Okay, sorry, I'm reading the same comment. So, last card here for you, Sherry. And if you have a question, Sherry, you can ask that question as well. Okay, I don't need to just tell you things. I didn't go into your Akashic records. I went into Robin's, but I didn't go into yours. Um, so we're just kind of seeing what Spirit has to say, because you communicate with your higher spirit guides and loved ones and angels and everything like that. This wheel card, Archangel Michael comes and everything like that. This wheel card, Archangel Michael comes through and comes forward. Says a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. I think because you've been tired and going through a lot of circumstances, even though you can handle it, I think sometimes you're just like maybe falling in like that resentment at me kind of feels like it's like I shouldn't have to do all of these things. I shouldn't be the one that has to do this and this and that and that. So that's more what's coming through a little bit for you. Okay, I'm not sure if you know where that energy is coming from. But you've got two of earth. Okay, this does talk about money and work and things like that. You do have to keep that energy flowing. There's no doubt about that. And so that can be a little frustrating sometimes when we're wanting to do this and wanting to do that, but we still have to work. And I think that's where it's just that's why spirit wants you to take better care of this energy, because if you're hanging on to anything negative, that's going to lower your vibration and you won't have feel like you have as much time. And one of the weekly things that were coming up for this week in the reading, so make sure you check that out. It talked about time a lot. And then I went on to TikTok and I did this like quick little 60-second video just underneath my story to say, this is what spirit wants you to know. And it was all about time. And then it's weird when I went to do the weekly reading, it was about time. I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely something to look into. So you wouldn't be the only one feeling that energy about time. And again, the weekly energy readings, I can do them personalized for you. Those are $25 Canadian, and then it's a 20-minute unlisted YouTube video I have access to for a month that you can rewatch. And I also do some healings and different things in there for you, which is also another perk to get you on board with planning out how to manage your energy for the week. Okay, something to consider. Hello, Kelly, welcome in, and hello, Sun Empress Aries. I love that name, by the way. So, finally found the chat button, LOL. Yeah. So actually, it's not up on my screen in the computer, but I can see it in my phone. So that's great. It was because of had it set for kids to be able to watch. I had no idea that YouTube limited chat for some reason with that, but I'm really not a big spare. Um, so I figured that would be the only reason why maybe we would limit it that way. These resentments towards coworkers. Okay, I'm glad, Sherry, that you know exactly where it's coming from. Okay, because that's a key way to heal it. Yeah. So yeah, those are your messages, Sherry. I hope you enjoyed that. Sometimes it's just nice to get a little bit of insight to remind us of like where we need to go. And it doesn't have to feel heavy, like, oh, now I need to start doing this. It's like, just thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for letting me know that that's another chapter for me to focus on without feeling all the heaviness. So let's do a theta healing download now if you guys are open to it. Would you like to clear and let go of any heaviness that you're or pressure that you're putting on yourself that you have to do this and you have to do that, whether it's something that's going to get you ahead or not? Would you like to just let go of that emotion of feeling heavy and negative, weighed down because of all the things you have to do or need to do? And let's let that go on all levels. That's historical, I call it societal, on a genetic level, on a past life level, and on a cortisol level. We like to replace that energy with trusting that you can live in the moment, that you can breathe more openly, and that you can trust that the people you're be connected with, you will know that you're connected to because you'll feel it energetically. And again, would you like to let go of anybody whose energy is no longer serving you? Let's just cut, cancel any trauma or any resentment that might be lingering around there. Again, let it go on all levels. And would you like to know what it looks like and feels like to have compassion back towards self so that you can heal while you're working, while you're doing all of those things? And if so, just say yes. Trust that that's going to come in instantly or moving forward, okay? Good. I'm hearing compassion is on my list, which is great. So that feels really good for you, Sherry. And again, anybody that wants those theta healing downloads can piggyback on that saying yes. All right. So there is a list, and Sun, you are on it. So would you like a message slash reading? And then Kelly as well, if you're in there and you also want a healing, clear, whatever it is. If you have a question, bring it on in. Okay. So Sun, are you there? Because people are kind of hopping on and off. I don't know if people are busy, but so who is on? I see one person. And guys, you can watch this back on the replay as well, which is fabulous. And again, I'll be doing readings here tomorrow as well. So if I don't see, I see one person here. So I'm here. Okay, Sun. So we're going to focus in on you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Welcome into my little group. Um, it's so weird. Okay, maybe it's a setting because I'm seeing you guys. It's a 0 on my screen. So it must be the setting. It's interesting. So we got your energy here. You're gonna have to go back if you weren't here from the very beginning, because you're gonna see how the other readings that we did were sharing space together, and then we're also coming up with like a group theme of where everybody is and why we're all connected together. So you have end your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. So at 6 p.m. I'm underneath TikTok for $13. I'm doing weekly energy readings as well. If you're a subscriber in there, you always get a reading every time I come on live, and sometimes I'm on there 3 times a day. Okay. All right. That was crazy. It's probably me. All right. I'll do my best to sort this out so I can come onto my phone because that works a lot better. Little technical things. But maybe if you go back to the replay, you'll be able to hear it a bit better. So I'm feeling a little bit heaviness here, Sun. Okay. And so this is a beautiful card. It really talks about shifts, changes, and growth. Um, but what's bothering me here is I feel like you need to slow down just a bit more. I don't know if you're a person who has like a racing mind, a racing chest, that sort of thing, but it feels like this vibration isn't calm. And so I see you going through these changes and going through this growth and wanting that, but it's almost like do things in I'm hearing moderation and in steps. I was also sharing already earlier that I have a Foundations for Healing program coming up January 4th, which will be a really nice time to get going on some of the things you want to work on, and that's once a month. So you can also check that out too if you feel like that group setting would be helpful for you over Zoom. And everything coming up here. Okay, you've got 10 of Earth. We saw that card already again. This is talking about security. It says financial security. So this is someone who does have what they need. And so sometimes we forget to focus on that gratitude. I feel like you are grateful. It's just remind yourself to practice the gratitude just a little bit more because you do have so much. And I think sometimes when we're not slowing down, we forget about that. So, any type of gratitude exercises that you can do, since you're new here, you can explore my more of my videos. I have a member group, etc. Okay. So, the Emperor's card here is also talking about that feminine energy, that intuitive side that you do have. This is saying that when it comes to relationships, you might be finding a bit more of a push and pull with certain people. And that's part of these changes that you're going through. There's a little bit of growing pains I'm seeing you experiencing. And so, yes, it has to be a little uncomfortable when we're going through more changes in our life. So I don't know what your relationship status is, but I think there's something going on in terms of that, where I feel like you're working on expressing your truth a bit more. So when we see that Empress, it's telling us to trust our intuition, trust that it's safe for us to follow through with those dreams and those goals that you have. I don't know if you have Reiki training or not, but I feel like the Reiki attunement that you get in my VIP membership group could really, really benefit you because it opens up your third eye and connects your crown a little bit more to the sky, um, to the universe. And I think that could really benefit you because I feel like you're really on track, but sometimes we just need that tune up. Okay. So that was your reading. Let me know if that connects. All right. And my apologies, guys, if this is freezing for you. Like I said, it won't be like that. I'll figure it out. Okay. So Kelly, we're gonna work on you. Okay. Your theme card here is Page of Air. I'm feeling like shielding and grounding yourself a little bit more. I'm hearing black tourmaline. So whenever I hear black tourmaline, that's my sign or symbol for shielding. Okay. I don't know who you're around or what's going on, or if it's just the energy right now, but it feels like it's quite heavy for you. I feel like you're around some people who can't handle their, well, since kids aren't watching, their shit. And it's just like they're lacking the tools, like, they're lacking that education, and I feel like you are learning so much and you've come so far that it's almost best for you to just kind of, like, um, almost steer clear of certain people that are negative, but also, of course, if this is family or children or things like that, you wanna steer them in the right direction too. So it's okay to apply that wisdom that you have towards the people that you love, but if they're not people that you love, then I would say just do your best to kind of stay away from some of those negativity complainers, the people who gossip and that sort of thing. Even if these are your typical people you spend time with, it feels like you need to isolate from some of those people right now. That's where your energy is, okay? So 6 of air, this is you moving to a more peaceful place because once you start doing this, it's magical. It's kind of you deciding what it is that you need, and when you know that, then you're more likely to do it, right? Sometimes we need somebody else to share that with us. I do think you've been emotionally feeling a lot, okay? So 5, unity. Traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. I was already sharing about that new program I have coming up. It'll be kinda fun to do 5 months together. Um, it's January 4th to April 25th. And again, there's payment plans available for that as well. Okay, there's no interest on it. But we're going to be doing some readings in there as well to help us kind of figure out what's going on our next month too. So it'll kind of be a monthly reading in there, and we can get as much support in that hour and a half as we can. Okay, so I'm going to kind of let you guys take the wheel on that. So I hope you found that helpful. Okay, general messages here for our group. Again, themes. The star, beautiful card, number 17. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Makes sense with some of that goal setting that I was talking about. And Kelly, you know that you have, if you don't know, you're in the VIP membership group, so you can email me anything you'd like to work on. So if shielding and grounding is something that you feel like you need support with on the 21st of the month, I do healing tools every month. You can email me and say, Robin, I would like to learn more about shielding, about grounding, and can you just kind of tune into whatever it is that I need? And can you kind of teach me and help me structure this a bit better? If that's something you feel called towards, okay? But that's part of your membership subscription. So I would recommend, like when you're getting more readings with me here, I can't keep track of everybody's stuff. However, if you email me horsemanreading@gmail.com, I'll make sure I'm always reading those. I won't reply back, but I will always read them, and then I'll collect those. And then when I go to do those videos, I do 5 a month, as you know. I'll tailor those for you guys. So you don't need to question if I got that. Okay, just that if you emailed me, I got it. And obviously, if you're emailing me every 5 minutes, that's like a lot, right? So again, I say that within reason. I would say 5 emails a month would be just would be my max for support. I'll write that down on my site because we do 5 videos a month, so that just seems like it makes sense. So something you can take advantage of as a perk. And I do have to create those boundaries a little bit because I have experienced someone that wasn't respecting that. So people who are pro and VIP get that additional support. If you're a beginner, you don't. Okay. All right. So I feel like we're meant to pull out a few more cards here. All right. 8 of Earth. So we're going to go with kind of today's energy here for everybody as well. This is a talent card. This is that you have a lot of hobbies that you could turn into making money. I can't help but think that Kelly, that's really. And we also saw Sun kind of working on her own stuff. I believe it's a her, yes. And then we also with Robin as well. And actually we saw that with Sherry, so that makes sense. When do you do the VIP video? So I do on 11th of the month, I do actually it's funny, I was saying the theta healing. I mentioned the theta healing for you, Sherry, was so on the 11th of the month, I do meditations, guided meditations. So I tune into the energy of the month as well, and then I do a meditation based on what I feel like everybody needs. Same concept. You can email me and say I'd like a guided meditation for this, and that's how I will structure it. So you kind of get the power and the freedom of being VIP. And then on the 15th of the month, I do theta healing downloads, and so I don't time those. I just trust like how long they're meant to be. Sometimes I change it up. Sometimes I put Reiki in with like the meditations. If you're a beginner level as well, you always get the meditations. Pro and VIP get the theta healing down, so that's on the 15th. And then when there's a new moon, I do right before the new moon comes in, I do a new moon ritual, which is writing down or do what however we choose to do it. Focusing on the things that first of all are blessings, and then what it is we want to attract and manifest with that new moon. So I will discuss a little bit about what I'm feeling for the new moon, and then we do that manifestation work, and then I do the theta healing downloads based on what I'm feeling for the group. And if you're beginner level, you get access to those videos, the new moon for 48 hours, and that's underneath meditations. And you guys, as VIP members, that's underneath tools. Okay. So what's nice about that is you can go back every new moon and go back to some of the new moon rituals, theta healings that we did as well, and that can probably help you manifest a little bit more. So then we have also a full moon for VIPs. You also get the theta healing downloads and the full moon ritual. So you guys are the only ones that get that. Beginners don't get that. And then so whenever that full moon is, just before that, that's when I put it out. So I make sure you guys have it for the actual full moon. Okay. And I am working on getting things out just a little bit earlier. But again, it's just distance. And then on the 21st of every month, I do healing tools, which I was just discussing with Kelly there about if she wants to learn about shielding and grounding. Then when I go to do the healing tool, which is basically like what I feel you guys need, then I put that in, right? So it's a little bit more of like teaching. If you want to learn more about numerology, let me know. I'll do the healing tools for numerology. and literally like anything that's related to what I offer. If you want to work on breath work, let me know, and I'll structure that. And then, as you guys also know, as VIP members, when I do a program, for instance, the program that will be finished in April 25th, 2024, feels far away, but time goes by fast. That recording will be up for the members in the VIP. And again, I'll put that underneath healing tools. One of my plans I have is to structure my membership group a little bit better. So when there's a full moon, you guys will have an entire channel of just full moon. However, it's a bit of a work in progress. Healing tools is kind of where I stick the new moon and the full moon readings as well. Okay, so again, if you have any troubles with that, just email me and let me know, and I can help and support you. You are totally there, um, to get that. So don't be shy or don't be a stranger. I'm here to help. So we've got the Justice and the Ten of Fire. Okay, I'm gonna be on TikTok here soon, so I'll take a little kind of pee break, and then I'll be on there. So make sure you guys hit me up over on TikTok. Give me a follow as well. We've got Justice talking about that balance that we're seeing people working on, right? That moderation. We heard that coming up. And then we've got the Ten of Fire, which was our daily card reading today, talking a little bit about this weight and that heaviness that we know needs to go. So what are we doing about it, right? As we talked about, what are you going to start doing right now to change? So maybe there's one thing you can do for yourself tonight. It'll make you feel better. Maybe you can get in the tub, and when you go out, get somebody to put some lotion on your back, or maybe just put some on your legs, or whatever it is for you, and on your arms. So you're welcome. All right, guys. I know sometimes it seems like I'm blabbing about this and blabbing about that, but I'm just doing my best to inform my people what I have going on, because I know with the algorithm of the way social media works, a lot of people are interested in things and then they miss out on the opportunities if I don't let you know in these videos. Okay. So again, horsemanreadings.com. We've got some specials on right now. We've got that program coming up. And again, uh, horsemanreadings@gmail.com as well for emailing. Take care, guys. Love you so much. Bye bye.